Good morning. Magandang umaga po. Another bad news coming from IATF. You're not going to like this news. Unfortunately, I'm the one delivering it to you. I apologize, but there's nothing we can do about this. Let's take a look at it. IATF issued another resolution. This was yesterday, I guess today and yesterday Philippine time. And it has something to do with the testing and quarantine requirement. Let me read it to you. Upon the recommendation of the small working group on testing and quarantine protocols, the following protocols shall hereinafter be observed for all inbound travelers to the Philippines, regardless of vaccination status. So vaccinated or not, you'll be covered by the same protocol. And in all ports of entry. Now, does this affect Cebu? Because Cebu deviated from the national guideline. They are now requiring tests upon arrival. With this one, I don't know what's going to happen. All arriving travelers shall undergo 14-day quarantine upon arrival, the first 10 days of which shall be observed in quarantine facility, with the remainder to be completed under home quarantine in their respective local government unit of destination. So the first thing I have to say is, of the 14 days, 10 days will be, let's say, Manila. That's the port of entry. Then the other 4 days will be wherever you're going, the local LGU. And many local LGU does not allow quarantine at home. They would, because homes in the Philippines are generally small. And if you're confined, it's not fitted for you to stay there to be quarantined, so to speak. So they may require for you to stay in another hotel. So I guess that will depend on the LGU. It depends on where you are located and depends on what your home is like. But the first 10 days will be in Manila. Not good news. The PCR testing shall be conducted on the 7th day, with day 1 being the day of arrival. Notwithstanding a negative test result, the arriving traveler shall complete the facility-based quarantine period of 10 days. So you'll be tested on the 7th day, but you will have to complete 10 days. Now, why is that? If you're tested on the 10th day, they will not know the result until the 10th day, the 9th day. You don't know. The Bureau of Quarantine shall ensure strict symptom monitoring while in the facility quarantine for 10 days. The Department of Health to coordinate with overseas work. This is going to be another section of the resolution. The 3 dots, meaning I'm skipping the ones that are not relevant to what we want to talk about here. The Department of Health to coordinate with the Overseas Worker Welfare Administration, Department of Transportation, Department of Tourism, Bureau of Quarantine, and University of the Philippines National Institute of Health to enhance current symptom tracking mechanism and provide 3 additional personnel to process and act on system tracking information. The DOTR to ascertain that swabbing will be done at exactly the 7th day and results to be delivered on the 9th day. Day of release from the quarantine facility shall be standardized on the 10th day. If you remember last time, they said you'll be tested on the 6th day and then 7th day, 8th day, the result is not out yet. So that could be the reason why they're testing you on the 7th day and allowing themselves several days so there is no problem delaying all these things. Either that or they want you to complete the 10th day, and that's why even though they already have the result, they will not release it until later. So that is now the new requirement, the new protocol. Swabbers to continue the practice of double swabbing on the 7th day in case necessary for the whole genome sequencing. Now, they did not say anything about when this will be effective by. How does this apply to people who are already on quarantine, already planned for 7-day stay or whatever in Cebu? Are they all of a sudden, they'll just wake up in the morning and this thing changes? What if they don't have the budget for 3 additional days? How about people who are already flying on the way to the Philippines, expecting that they will only be quarantined for 7 days, and as soon as they arrive, they're told, not very good, okay? Especially because now they have this statistic. After I asked for it, I don't mean that they heard me and that's why they did it, but just coincidentally, now they have this statistic on what percentage of the people they're quarantining are getting tested positive. And they said it only ranges from 1.5% to 2%. That means for every 100 people, 1 or 2 people are tested positive. Meanwhile, they're quarantining 98 people or 99 people. They're punishing 99 or 98 for 2 people who are sick. Now, I understand that the problem with this virus is it's very contagious. Therefore, if you just release one, it could propagate exponentially. Okay? I'm not saying that this is not justified. But the other school of thought is, why punish 98 people for 2 people who may be found in violation, not their fault because they may not even know, of this virus? I leave it up to you guys to decide. Leave it up to you to decide whether you feel our government is doing the right thing or not. There is an argument, there is a justification for 2 arguments. Why punish 98 for the fault of 2? And the other argument is, yeah, but those 2 could exponentially grow. And that's why it's very dangerous. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but that is the news for today. Please do share this with other people. I'll appreciate it. And I'll appreciate it if you click like. And do subscribe to my channel unless you have already done so. Thank you so much. Make it a great day and God bless.